Alright, I don't know how to start this video, but here goes. Basically, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of you because of the title and the topic of the video. Basically, about a year and a half ago, I had a kidney transplant. And I wanted to make this video for a long time, but I could never, not even try. I couldn't even try. And I had it in January of 2019, and it is now nearly July 2020. So I don't really know where to start. I guess I can start in January in 2019. I had a good January. I was in shape. I was playing tennis, and things were going well. And I was excited for the transplant. I was never on dialysis. My function was stable, but it was growing as the years went on. Growing in the bad way. Kidney was failing slowly. I was born with one kidney, and I had problems with it. I can go more into depth, but just not in this video. I want to somewhat just inform you guys a bit about everything that happened. So basically, January 22nd, 2019, I went into the transplant. I would be lying if I said I was completely fine, but I would say all the way up until maybe the day of, I was fine. The day of the transplant, I was thinking, okay, something might not go right, whatever, but I'm a positive guy. I stayed very positive throughout the whole thing, and yeah, when the transplant came, I was ready, whatever. They took me into the operating room, and it was done. I woke up something, I don't know, very late at night or early in the morning, but I won't go into details day by day, I'll do that in other videos, but I'm trying to get around to, I don't even know what. It's hard to just talk openly about this, because there's so much to talk about. And in the year and a half, you would think that the first week is the hardest, and it's all smooth sailing from that point on, but it's really not. The first week is physically the hardest. Mentally, for the next year, you are battling. You are really battling for many reasons. The first week was hard physically, but I tolerate pain fairly well, if I'm gonna be honest. And it's not really the biggest problem for me at all for the transplant. Sure, it was hard to laugh. It hurt a bit where the scar was. I had tubes sticking out of me everywhere, but that wasn't that hard. I was surrounded by my family. I was laughing. Joy was genuinely in me. But after time went on, maybe I would say when I left the first hospital, I went transferred to my local hospital. My situation was still stable, but then the side effects of the medications came around. Prednisone, which I wouldn't be able to imagine something that helps your life so much and protects your new kidney in a way which is so crucial. But you genuinely come to the point where you hate the medication because of what it's doing to you. Basically, my function was good. Creatinine kept going lower and lower, which is good. It meant my kidney function was stable. But then it kept going up and down a bit, and at one point it went up a bit too high, so they had to put a higher dose of prednisone. And it turns out everything was fine, no rejection. There was an autopsy done, everything was fine. but they had to do it just to be safe. And the prednisone, kicked in. Face exploding, massive. Weight gain. You literally want to eat 24/7, and you can't sleep, so all you're doing is eating. Before the transplant, I was 51 kilos, and I kept, going on and on with the prednisone, weaning down as time went on. But by the time June 2019 came around, I was weighing something ridiculous like 68, 69 kilos, maybe 70. I don't know. I was afraid to weigh myself at that point. The only time I did weigh myself was when I was at the doctor's. But that was like once a month or twice a month. And yeah, it was hard, honestly, to look in the mirror and not be able to recognize yourself, because that's genuinely what it was like. I literally hated the way I looked. I didn't do anything with my camera to look at my face. Every time I would open, for example, Snapchat, you look at your face all blushed up. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being fat. Sure, it's not healthy for you, but when you can't control it, when you are literally being forced to gain weight, it's hard, man. You look in the mirror and you can't recognize yourself. And acne, also, that's another bad side effect. Acne, and man, you couldn't sleep. My hair was always greasy. And by the way, I'm not, my hair's not greasy now. I was playing footy for like 2 hours, and that's all there is to it. But basically, you just turn into a completely different person, which you don't like being. And yeah, man, 51 kilos to 69, 18 kilos, which is like, I don't know, something ridiculous like 30 pounds or something around that. And yeah, man, it's a lot to process in the first months. It was so hard. I was supposed to do online school, homeschool, while I missed, the rest of the semester. I couldn't bring myself to do that, bro. I just could not. I literally, during that time, all I did was play games online, which is something I've not really been always doing. Like, at that point, it was literally, I was either sleeping for like 5 hours, or I was eating, or I was playing games. I would have little hobbies, but I would say playing games at that point was all I did. And I did have that planned out before the transplant. I'm not complaining. I enjoyed it. But I feel like I could have, done more if I didn't look the way I did. And feel the way I did, because, for example, if I looked like I do right now, like my actual self, I could have, I don't know, streamed, I could have made YouTube videos, and I couldn't do it. Now, sometimes, I would stream without my face cam, not because I'm self-conscious, just because I don't feel like turning the face cam on or anything. Then, I could do even more. I could stream properly. But I couldn't even stream without my face cam because I felt like shit. I could only, play games with my friends. And there's one guy in particular I played with most of the time. It was what I look forward to every day, playing with him. And he obviously knows who he is. I've told him how much that's helped, what he did with me, helped me, just get through it. And never once did he complain. To play games with him every day was, it was super fun. And it's hard to put into words what that meant for me. But no. Anyway, by the time June or July came around, it was time to, go outside, get some exercise in. And I couldn't exercise. I could bring myself to do like 5 push-ups a day. But that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for me, because I felt like, man, before this, I was super in shape. I was playing tennis like almost every day, and it sucked. It really did. But, by the time July came around, I was like, okay, soon I'm gonna start losing weight. I'm gonna start practicing. I'm gonna start doing all of this. And it did come, but mentally, you have to understand that when you don't feel like yourself, when you feel like you are trapped in your own body, trapped like something was done to you to make you weaker, even though it helped you so much. And you can only feel it now. I can only feel it a year. At a year point, I can only feel like what it was benefiting me. I would say that at approximately July, I lost 3 kilos. 3 kilos. I went to 65 kilos, maybe. And then August, slowly, I was slowly there. Maybe I was at like 64. You know, the first month, I literally, all I did was run on the treadmill. I did stuff just to lose weight. I went in the sauna, at the gym. You know, that's all I did. I didn't do any weights or anything. Even though I felt like I would, I wanted to get, you know, all of the fat off of me. And I'm gonna put progress photos in a different video. Because there's literally so many categories of this thing, of this recovery process, which is just not something you could even imagine, you know, before you go into it. But yeah, it's super tough, the recovery mentally on you. Physically, the first week is the toughest by far. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to even talk about because you don't know where to go with the conversation, where to start, where to end. But yeah, I kept losing weight. You know, 62 in September. Then I was, you know, I was at that weight for approximately, you know, 2 months. Then went to 60 in maybe November. Then 59, 58. I was 58 in December, end of December, something like that. And now I'm 55. I've been 55 since I would say February, March, 55, and that is my weight. That is my normal weight. And now, yeah, I feel good now. I feel my face is. I genuinely don't think I have a normal picture of my face when it was, you know, round, moon face from all the prednisone, and acne everywhere. And for somebody that had clear skin their entire life, clear skin, super fit their entire life, then it was hard, you know? Greasy hair, it sucked. It really did. But I got through it, and I'll tell you what, it's worth it. It's worth it. My sister was my donor, which there's not a word to describe how thankful I am for that. For her and my entire family, how supportive they were through all of it. But I'll tell you what, for people that genuinely struggle through it, I've heard stories, people stop taking prednisone because, you know, they don't like the way they look. That was never in the back of my head ever, at all, because I would never do that. I would never do anything to harm my kidney. I have to drink 5.5 liters every day, and I still do. But it might be hard to keep up with all of these duties and responsibilities, but trust me, once you get to a stable point, you are a new person. You feel incredible, and yeah, you're not invincible. You're not invincible, but you feel great. And yeah, well, once you get to that point, it's all worth it. You know? Every single moment of struggle. And why is there an airplane at this time? Why? I'll take a shot now. You know, by the crossbar while this airplane's passing by. Right, I didn't hit the crossbar, as you saw, but yeah. Anyway. But yeah, now I'm playing sports, I'm active, I'm biking like 4 hours sometimes. It's great where you can get to if you're just, you know, pushing yourself. And that was like the most brief story I could possibly tell you guys. Very brief, but I don't know. I'll make a lot of more videos on this, put a lot more detail into it, and I just want to know in the comments, because I know there's going to be a lot of people, you know, maybe going into kidney transplants, you know, just curious about this stuff for themselves or for someone else. Just put down in the comment section what kind of videos you want need to make, and I will go detail. I can go month by month. I can go week by week. So you know, it's totally up to you guys. It's open. Whatever you guys want to see, it's up to you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you guys in the next video. But this video is really, I had to put it out there before I can, you know, get back to normal videos like, you know, vlogs or playing FIFA or something, you know, like that. But I had to put it out there, and hopefully this somewhat helped, but it's only a fraction of the entire explanation. The entire explanation could probably take me, I don't know, a few months to take, you know, to explain. But yeah, I'll try to explain everything in depth in more videos. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.